Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your awesome, cool host, Mr. Tipsy. So, today, everybody, I have Mrs. Tipsy back in the studio, right?
I'm here.
Yep. So, I have her back in the studio because 3 podcasts ago, I said that we would get into our cross-country trip. So, we've been talking about it. We've been remembering some things, making sure that we have the details down. I will try to make this as short as possible, but at the same time, give you like all of our experiences, the best that we can, give you the best that we can as far as experiences are concerned. What we did, where we went, what we saw. Obviously, you can't get the full experience from hearing me yap. You just can't. You actually got to go out there, you got to do it, you got to see it, you got to smell it, you got to live it. But we'll tell you what we did, and we'll let you know our experiences on things, and we'll let you know how much fun we had. So with that being said, I mean, I will start you out. So, all right, so leaving off from when me and Mrs. Tipsy went out to Vegas and we saw all these nice things, we figured, you know what, the kids would love to do this. So we took the kids down to Gatlinburg. We had fun down there, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area. We had our fun down there. And then we thought, man, you know what, we ought to start seeing how many states, right? Mm-hmm. How many states we could possibly do. So somewhere along the line, me and Mrs. Tipsy thought it would be a good idea. Like, you know what? Let's take the kids across country. Let's see states that we've never seen. Let's drive places that we have never driven. Just do something great. Let's do this. So we started planning. Now, do you want to tell them a little bit like what happened there? Because I know that we had to delay our trip.
Yes, we had to delay our trip due to COVID.
Oh, the wonderful COVID.
Which gave us a little bit of extra time to scrimp and save.
Yep.
And plan.
Right. Now, we knew what we wanted to do, right? We knew that we wanted to go cross country.
Yeah.
And we had a rough idea of where we wanted to start and kind of where we wanted to go. But yes, with COVID-19 hitting, it gave us, another year? It gave us about another year worth of saving and planning.
Yeah.
Now, the trip itself cost, how much was it?
I think that we figured it was going to be around 20,000 as a grand total.
Right. 20,000 is what we planned on taking with us. Now, this was in 2022. Right?
Yeah.
So, $20,000 in 2022. Now, $20,000 paid for everything. Paid for hotel rooms. Paid for gas. Paid for food for, there was
6 of us.
6 of us. Now, it was me and Mrs. Tipsy and all the younger Tipsies. All the littler Tipsies.
Yes. So the Bird and Schmuds.
Bird, Schmud, and Sis. Right. So, paid for all of our hotel rooms, paid for all of our gas, paid for all of our food, and paid for all of our attractions. Now, we knew what we were going to do. We planned out our route. We paid for all of our hotels in advance. Now, this part is important because when you listen to the story, something's going to come up about paying for all of our hotel rooms in advance. All right? So we paid for all of our hotel rooms in advance, and all we really had, what we had on us was, the hotel rooms were probably like $7,000, $8,000 or so. So we had, another $13,000 for gas and for food and for attractions and for whatever we wanted to do. Like I had mentioned in a Facebook post at one point, we're not rich by all means. We're not. But we are. We're rich with family. So $20,000, yeah, it might seem like a lot of money to some people. $20,000 is a lot to us as well. Is there something better that we could have done with that $20,000? Absolutely not. Personally.
Not to us anyway.
Not to us. Right. I mean, yeah, people could save, people can buy a car, people could blah, 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 blah. To us, that $20,000 was meant to create memories of a lifetime, and that's exactly what it did for me. It did for us.
Yeah.
So, am I rich? Absolutely not. Am I rich? Absolutely I am. I'm rich with memories. I'm rich with family. I have that. I have something that not a lot of people in this world have ever done. You know, I talk to a lot of people that are older than me. Oh, they never left the state of Pennsylvania. And if they did, it was heading to Jersey or heading to Maryland or something stupid like that. It wasn't never like, oh my God, I've never been to Colorado. You know, I've never been to Vegas. Oh, I would love to do that. So we have lived a life that people really, really wish they could do. So that's why I push it so much. Please get out there. Please get out there and do this. If it's with your significant other and that's all you have, or if it's with your children, do it. Go out and see it and live it and have fun, because let me tell you, it's going to be one of the best things in the world. Money will come and go. Money does. It comes and goes. Whether you spend it on a lifetime of memories or you spend it on a bill that you won't never, ever feel comfortable with, money comes and goes. Spend it however you want it. All right. So that's enough of my rant. I mean, I can go into that shit all night, because you know how I feel about that.
I know.
But getting back to the point in hand. So our cross-country trip, yes, was planned out. It was planned out quickly, and then we got to COVID-19, and it allowed us to fine-tune our trip. And that's exactly what it did. Once we knew that we couldn't go, we were bummed out. However, it was like, okay, well, hey, look, let's sit down. So me and Mrs. Tipsy sat down, I'm telling you, almost every night. Where are we going to go? What route are we going to take? What sites can we see here? Are we going through here? Are we going to do this? Are we going to do that? So we had a year worth of, let's perfect this thing. And yes, there are things that I wish we could have done, and I will tell you about that as we go along. But for the most part, for the majority of the trip, everything went pretty good. And honestly, at the end of our trip, we still came home with like $6,000, which I did not plan on coming home with. And to this day, I feel like if I would have known that we were going to have that much money coming back, because that was trip money. That wasn't money that we were scraping by on. That was just trip money. So if I would have known that we had that much coming back, I would have splurged a little more. I would have did a couple more things, but I was like preparing for everything. So yeah. So with that being said, that's kind of like all right, so let's shut up, Mr. Tipsy. Shut your mouth. I want to hear what's going on. Tell me about your trip. All right. So Mrs. Tipsy, now, got them all planned out. Where did we go first? So what was our itinerary? What was our route? Let's hear about it.
All right. So, first we were going to hit Maine, because we'd never been up.
Right. So northern states, never been up there. I've never been up there.
Yeah. And I was never up either.
Okay.
So, we left home and headed to Maine.
Yep. I do remember going to Maine.
Now
I remember being in Maine, which was great. I also remember the drive to get there, which wasn't so great.
I mean, it wasn't so great for you. I didn't have to drive, so I wasn't worried about it.
All right. So yes. So Maine was our first stop. Maine was our first destination. We live in Pennsylvania. Everybody knows that. So in order to get to Maine, you gotta go through New York. Anybody that's been to New York, I think even the New Yorkers, all the New Yorkers even hate New York. I mean, some of them love them there, but most of you hate it. So we get to New York, right? And this is great. Like we're seeing the big cities and the big, there's the skyscrapers and.
We were seeing the big city from afar.
Right.
We weren't supposed to go into the city.
Right. We were not supposed to go into the city. The route that we had took us city, yes, but it kind of like took us on the highway around like the outskirts of the city. Mm-hmm. Well.
Mr. Tipsy.
Yes. Mr. Tipsy took the wrong turn and put us smack dab in the middle of Manhattan. Mm-hmm. Fucking Manhattan. Mm-hmm. And oh boy. Everything was going great today, and we all had smiles on our faces. And let me tell you, so we're at a traffic light, and I've never been there before. Okay, so on the far right-hand lane says it's a bus lane. Obviously, bus lanes, you don't drive in bus lanes, right? Well, we're sitting at a red light, and there is a cop or
like
a traffic cop. Yeah, he's right in the middle, of the road, directing traffic. Well, the light turns green, and there is traffic not moving. It's not going anywhere. Mm-mm. I'm like, well, what the hell should I do? He starts blowing his fucking whistle at me. He's blowing his whistle, and he's screaming at me. He comes over to the car, screaming at me, go, go, go. You can't sit here. You're blocking traffic. I'm like, where the hell am I supposed to go? Over there. So he points to the bus lane. Well, okay. You want me to go to the bus lane? I'll go to the bus lane. So I get in the bus lane, which puts me on the right side of the street when I'm supposed to be in the middle lane. Takes us down alleys that has mattresses and rats. And now we have a brand new minivan. Okay, we had to get this brand new minivan. We had a Chrysler Pacifica, brand new, to go on this trip. Okay. We traded in our Santa Fe, which I loved. Loved that car because that's what we took out to Vegas. Mm-hmm. For this minivan for all of us to fit. And I'm flying down New York alleyways with trash cans and mattresses and rats the size of my dog, dodging, weaving in and out. I don't know how the hell, I still to this day have no idea how I missed hitting anything. Mm-hmm. But I did. Well, here's the thing. I wasn't out of the woods yet, because once I got out of all that nastiness and came back around 7 New York blocks, I fucking missed my turn again. And we had to do it again. But this time, I was quote-unquote New York certified. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. They're going to drive like this. I'm going to drive like this. They hit me. I'm just going to keep on going. Let's go. So I'm like flying in and out of traffic and doing what I had to do. Oh, man, was that a shit show. Mm-hmm. All right, but we got out of New York.
Yep.
So we got out of New York. Where were we at?
Okay, so we get out of New York. Our first stop is Augusta, Maine, which is the capital of Maine.
Yeah.
Stayed in a pretty decent hotel. Had a really nice fire pit out back.
That was nice.
So we sat out back at the fire pit. The kids were swimming. It was really nice and relaxing, and it was just.
And it was honestly that night, if I remember correctly, was nice and cool.
Yeah.
So the fire pit was going. We were out there. We were making friends with the Manians, mm-hmm. if that's what you want to call them. But they were like, "Oh, this is really nice time. Fall's a really lovely time." And the kids were swimming, doing their thing. We got to our first hotel. We made there safe. Everything was great, right?
Yeah.
Everything was great. Yep. So honestly, we didn't do really anything.
We didn't do anything. We just hung out there.
Right.
Like we sat at the fire pit and the kids were swimming, and that was pretty much it. And then we went back to the hotel room, settled in for the night.
Mm-hmm. Now, we were on a time frame. So keep in mind that this whole trip was on a time frame. Now, this whole trip took us
19 days.
19 days. I took a month off of work or 3 weeks off of work. It was all my vacation time.
Yeah, it was about 3.5 weeks.
3.5 weeks. So to do this in the time that we needed to do it in, we were on a time frame. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like, look, we got this hotel booked for this day, this hotel booked for this day. So we were moving along, mm-hmm. but we were seeing as much as we could.
Right.
So we leave Maine.
Yeah. And our next stop is Vermont.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! You're gonna love this one.
So Mount Pillier,
Mount Pillier, Vermont,
which is also the capital of Vermont.
It is the capital.
Yeah.
So I remember this, and I did tell you about how we paid for all of our hotels in advance. All right, now let me throw a little backstory onto this, and I'm going to bring up to speed really quick because I don't want to talk about this too long. So somebody that I know, she was like, okay, so because it's somebody that I know. So she was like, hey, like I just had a friend go out. Do you have all your hotel rooms confirmed? And I'm like, well, no, we don't have them confirmed, but they're all done through our booking app and they're all like, good to go. She's like, well, I'm just going to tell you, I just had a friend travel and that friend gets to the hotel room and they're like, yeah, I'm sorry, we don't have no rooms for you. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's not going to happen. Okay, so that was said to me before we left. So I said to Mrs. Tipsy, hey, this person said this to me. Are all of our rooms good to go? Like, are they good to go? And she's like, oh yeah. I'm getting emails already. I'm getting emails already. Like, oh, we can't wait for you to stay here. I'm like, all right. Like, do you want to call and just confirm before we get to each one? No, we're good. All right. So there's that backstory for that. So we get to Mount Pilliard, Vermont. Now let me just tell you, going through Mount Pilliard, we were traveling through cornfields to get there, I believe.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like children of the corn. So we come up on the red light. Now I'm like, oh man, we're almost here. Everybody's kind of like relieved because we've been in a car for a while, and we pull in to the parking lot
of the Hilltop Inn.
In Mount Pilliard, Vermont. Okay. You can Google this, and you could probably still book a room.
No.
No, not no more?
No, I just looked into it the other day, and you can't book a room anymore.
So there for a while, you could still book a room, but now you can't.
Yeah.
However, let me keep going. So we pull into this parking lot, and the parking lot to the hotel was completely empty. I'm like, wow. Like, there's one car here. And the one car that was there was broken down. It might have had a tarp on the passenger side window. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. So whatever. So me and Mrs. Tipsy get out. That's what we always do. We get out, we go into the room, or with the hotel. We go to the hotel, we check in, we come out with our key card, and we have the kids guess our room. That's what we do. That's a thing that we do. Like, we go in, stay here, we'll be back out. Okay, what room did you get? Go ahead and guess. If there's 2 floors, there's 3 floors, whatever the case may be. What room do you think? And we just have them random guess. Anybody that guesses gets a pat on the back. You don't get shit for it. But it's kind of like a fun game to play.
Right.
So, me and Mrs. Tipsy get out. The first thing that we notice is a guy that looks like
Bill Wilkins.
Bill Wilkins from
The Conjuring.
The Conjuring. He's standing there in the car, quote unquote, carport of the hotel.
He was sitting in a wheelchair.
Well,
in the carport because he only had one leg.
Yeah, it was horrible. So as we're walking up, I noticed that like where you would pull up to a hotel and you would park your car in front of the door to get out to check in, the roof was half falling down. And I was like, well, that's odd. Man, they need something. Now, yes, we did budget our hotels. I mean, we went for what could fit us all.
Right.
And we went for something that was decently priced for us all.
Right.
So we walk in the door, and I noticed that the carpet is really dirty. It's really old.
Yeah.
And I look at the walls, and the walls are stained, and they're just really bad looking. And I'm like, well, we have stayed in worse hotels. We have stayed in some. I didn't say worse. I said we have stayed in some pretty bad hotels. So whatever, we'll give us one a shot. Right. We walk up to the reception desk that was encased in bulletproof glass. And I look over to the right side where the pool was, and the pool was full of scum. You couldn't even see through the glass. And I'm like, man, this is horrible. Like, I don't even know if I want to stay here, right? So we go up, and Mrs. Tipsy's like, hello. And the lady behind the bulletproof glass with the bulletproof vest on and a body cam is like, hello? And she's like, yep, we're checking in.
I'm so excited because it is day two of this road trip that's going to be so much fun. Mm-hmm. And this lady's demeanor just killed my whole entire vibe.
She wiped the grin off her face. I was like, what do you mean you're checking in? We don't have any rooms available. All right, now let me take you back to the conversation that I had. And I was like, what do you mean you don't have no rooms available? She's like, we don't have any rooms available. So I was already pissed off. I instantly got pissed off because I told Mrs. Tipsy, did you call? Did you confirm these hotel rooms? Oh, I don't have to. I'm getting emails. Blah, 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 blah. There it is. It's saying blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so Mrs. Tipsy's like, no, I have our confirmation, right?
Yeah.
So I am super pissed. Now, granted, the hotel was garbage, okay? But I'm still super pissed because we drove a long way. We drove from Maine to Vermont, and now we have no place to stay.
Right.
So Mrs. Tipsy's like, go get my phone. Go get my phone, because she had all the confirmations in her phone. I'm like, all right, fine. So I go out, and the kids are outside the van, and they're like, well, what's up? And I'm like, they don't have no rooms for us. I told your mom. She needed to call, blah, 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 right? So before I even grab your phone and start heading back, you're hauling ass out the door.
Yep, pretty much.
And I was like, well, what the hell's going on? You're like, get in the car. And I'm like, well, why? What's going on? You're like, because I fucking booked us a homeless shelter. It's not a fucking hotel. It's a homeless shelter. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? That's right, everybody. That is right, everybody. Mrs. Tipsy booked us, our whole family, all our little children, a fucking homeless shelter. Now, in all fairness, booking allowed you to book that room.
Yes.
As a hotel with the pictures of it.
Beautiful and pristine.
Right. What it looked like back at God only knows when, 10 years ago.
Before Bill Wilkins and all his homeless buddies moved in. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, like, what are we going to do? Like, all of our hotel rooms were already paid for. Everything was budgeted. So I was like, well, what are we going to do? She's like, well, I don't know. There's a hotel. She said there was a hotel like right across the street, but it was like $400 a night. I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. We're not doing that. So I'm like, all right, I am steaming. We leave, we go to Walmart. And, oh my God.
Just listen. Just don't go to Mount Pillier, Vermont.
Don't do it.
Ever. Any part of Mount Pillier.
There is absolutely nothing in Mount Pillier, Vermont, unless you are already homeless, that's going to appeal it to you.
Or a drug addict.
Yeah. So we get to Walmart. There are cops in the parking lot, mind you, as people are walking out the door stealing shit, and
cartfuls of shit.
And the employees
are chasing them out the door through the parking lot.
And the cops aren't even, they don't even give a shit.
Don't care.
They don't care. They're like, and I'm like, oh my God. So Mrs. Tipsy takes Bird into the store because she had to take a piss. And I was like, we need to get the hell out of here because this is not it at all. So while Mrs. Tipsy and the Bird are in Walmart, I happen to find us a hotel. An hour away? Yeah. It was like an hour away.
An hour away in the direction that we would have been heading anyway.
We were heading in that direction anyway. It's an hour away. And this hotel happened to have been, it was fabulous. So I tell Mrs. Tipsy, because I already had to correct her with the whole, you're not calling in our hotel rooms, you need to start doing this shit. So she calls the hotel, which was it was probably like a Hilton.
It was a DoubleTree by Hilton.
A DoubleTree by Hilton. So she calls the hotel, and she's like, hi, I have a question. Are you a homeless shelter? And the lady on the other end was like, what? No, we're a hotel. So she says, Mrs. Tipsy says, okay, we're on our way. Do you have a room? They're like, yes, we have a room. So we get there. Mm-hmm. We go inside.
Yes.
And this is a beautiful hotel.
Yes.
It's like, you know, businesses have conferences there. It's got catered breakfasts. It's a beautiful, beautiful hotel. Mm-hmm. So we go up to check in, and we're like, yeah, we had called, and they're like, oh my God, so can you please tell me the story? Mm-hmm. So Mrs. Tipsy tells them the story. Here's the story. I don't know what you want me to tell you. They actually comped us all breakfasts, and the breakfast alone for one person was
$20.
$20 a piece because it was like,
it was a buffet.
It was a
like
buffet. It was like,
buffet.
you know, you had the cloth napkins, and it was like, it was a beautiful hotel.
Fancy schmancy.
It was schmancy. Mm-hmm. But they thought it was so strange, weird, and funny at the same time that they felt bad for us. Mm-hmm. So they comped us all breakfast. So we got $100 worth of breakfast out of them for free. Mm-hmm. But it was a DoubleTree by Hilton. Was it still in Mount Piliard?
No, it was in Burlington, Vermont.
Burlington, Vermont. So if you're ever in Burlington, Vermont, DoubleTree by Hilton, fabulous hotel. Highly recommend it. They treat you really good. They have really nice stuff. So I'll give them a shout out.
Yeah.
So the day didn't end so bad, but there was a big obstacle with Mount Piliard, Vermont, and we'll never, ever, ever go back there. So we laughed it off that night after everybody was done being like, this is ridiculous. We laughed it off. We had a great time that night, and then we started to move on.
Yeah. So, I mean, that hotel was great. We check in, tell them our story. We get comp some breakfast. We go out to a nice Italian dinner, and then we went back to the hotel. Kids were swimming. We just kind of sat and relaxed in the courtyard and just kind of, you know, like put it all behind us.
I think we reflected. Laughed and giggled a little bit.
A little bit.
And then kept moving on.
Yeah. So we got up the next day, had our breakfast, which was bomb, by the way. It was so, and I don't know, it's just something about free breakfast that.
Well, it's not free. Here's the deal for me. For me, it was, I don't belong here. This is too upper class for me. Right. This wasn't your average, those little crappy hotels.
Yeah, like your normal, like.
Comfort Inn, you know, you get like a shit breakfast in the morning. You might get a waffle and an orange juice. They kick you out the door. This was like good bacon, good eggs. I mean, it was really good.
Yeah. So we eat, we pack up, we leave. So now we're heading towards Niagara Falls.
Yes.
So that's our next stop. But just, I guess the way that the GPS was taking us from Vermont to Niagara Falls, we went through, I guess it would be parts of the Adirondacks.
Okay.
And so we're driving and like we're taking pictures and the kids are talking, kids are sleeping. We have two kids that as soon as they get in the car, they pass out and they miss everything that you could possibly see.
Schmears and sis.
Even after they slept all night, they're like out, like in no time. But so like we're driving, we hit this bridge, and there's this really cool lighthouse, and I was like, wow, that's really awesome.
Right.
So Mr. Tipsy like pulls up to the gate, and he was like,
here's the thing. So we see the lighthouse,
but it's in like a campground.
It's in a campground.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, shit, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, fuck it. You know what? Because I'm like, do you guys really want to see this lighthouse? And they're like, yeah.
You only live once.
I want to see it.
Yep.
I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I pull up to this campground, and I'm like, listen, we're driving across country. We saw this lighthouse. Is there any way that we can come in and just go into the lighthouse and take some pictures? And everybody there was like, absolutely.
Well, the lighthouse wasn't even supposed to be open. Like, it's not normally open, but it was open that day.
Wow. See,
Yeah.
that was meant to be.
Yep. So it was the is it Champlain or Champlain?
I don't know.
Champlain?
I'm not sure how they pronounce it.
I don't know. Somebody can correct my grammar.
Yeah.
Memorial and Lighthouse.
Yes. And that was upstate New York still.
Yes.
Right.
I think it might have been in New York. I don't know where we were. I just know that there was a really cool lighthouse and we got a lot of nice pictures.
Yes, absolutely beautiful. There was a lake there.
Yeah.
There was the lighthouse. The kids went in the lighthouse. They took pictures from up top. They took pictures from in the bottom. Mm-hmm. We walked out. There was like a long pier. We walked out to the pier. We took pictures by the bridge. It was just.
It was really nice.
It was really nice. And
yeah.
We stopped for the bathroom break, which we weren't supposed to do because we were using the campground's bathrooms. But then we stopped, and then on the way out, I was like, thank you so much. I asked them, do you want any money for allowing us to go in there?
Yeah.
They didn't want anything. They just told us to have a safe trip and have fun. But that was a really good time. I mean, it was like, a half hour, an hour?
It was about a half hour, maybe 45 minutes, very unplanned.
Yep.
Which
I think kind of kicked me off anyway.
Yeah.
And I told the kids, that kind of stuff right there is while we're on this trip. Mm-hmm. Whatever, if you see something and you want to stop, you want me to pull over, which gets me later on in the trip that I regret. But I said, anytime you want to stop, pull over, anything you want to do, let me know. I'll stop, I'll pull over. This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Okay. So we leave there.
Right. We get to Niagara Falls.
Yes.
And I do just want to give Mr. Tipsy a shout out for dodging all the cute little chipmunks.
Yes, I did dodge a lot. Those little fellas were trying to get killed. Upstate New York. There were so many of those little handsome rascals.
Yeah, they're so cute.
And I'm like, oh my God. And I did not hit a single one of them. And I would say probably 30 of them crossed my path.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't hit any.
So we get to our hotel in Niagara Falls, which is okay. It was a beautiful hotel, right on the river.
Right on the river, yeah.
It was gorgeous.
I was not a fan.
Shitty that you have to pay to park.
You do have to pay to park.
In a parking lot of a hotel that you've already paid for.
Right.
But, I guess.
It was $5.
Yeah.
So it was $5 to park, which kind of threw me off because I'm like, well, I'm paying to stay here. Why am I paying to park in your parking lot that's right out front?
Right.
That I didn't really care for.
Uh-huh.
And our room, believe it or not, I didn't care for, but all the kids loved it.
Well, yeah, the kids loved it because the layout of the room was you walk in the front door and there was a back door that led down, it had like its own private staircase right to the pool room.
Right to the pool.
So the kids were like right at the pool, which was kind of nice because there was a really big window, so we could have stayed in our room and watched the kids at the pool. But
so it was very convenient. They love going swimming. That's funny because that's the reason why I didn't like it, because there were people running around and all they had to do was like go up the steps and boom, right there, they're at our back door. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of like, I don't really like this, but none of that happened. Mm-mm. Nobody did anything. It was fine. So after I look back on it, it wasn't a bad room. It was a suite style room. We had a full kitchen, living room.
There was a separate bedroom. Yeah, we had a bedroom, and then the kids all had sleeping spaces out like on the couches and stuff.
It was a big room. Mm-hmm. I do remember, while because you guys all went to the pool that night.
Right.
I went out, sat by the river, and I'm like, this is really great. I was out there by myself.
I thought you did the journal entry.
I did. I did.
Yeah, you were sitting out there.
But I was just sitting out there smoking and looking at the Niagara River, and I was like, this is amazing, because this is something that I never thought that I would do. And I was excited to see Niagara Falls the next day, because we had checked into the hotel. The falls were the next day.
Right. So we get up the next morning. We hit the pike, and we head down to the falls.
Yep.
Which
were amazing.
I really didn't. So I don't want to say that I didn't know what to expect, but I kind of pictured that it was like this pull off the side of the road, and like you walk back this little sidewalk and boom, you see these falls. But that wasn't at all. Like, we pulled into this big parking lot, we parked, and we walked for a while. Took some pictures on our way there. Got there, the kids were taking pictures and we were taking pictures, and it was just definitely something to be seen. It was such a beautiful day.
Oh my God, I know.
And it was sunny and everything was great, and the baby skunks were out playing.
He did not
care.
You could have probably pet him right on the top of his head. He would have been like, I'm not even going to spray you. I'm going to let you go because I don't care.
He was so cute.
Yep.
And there is a lot to do there.
There is.
I wish that we would have maybe researched the Niagara Falls a little bit more to, like, maybe
plan a day there.
Right. Like, we could have stayed. Hell, we could have stayed an extra day. If we would have planned it out, we could have stayed an extra day.
Right. I know that coming back to the car, I was blown away as well. I thought the same thing you thought. I thought it was just going to be a spot that you can kind of overlook a fall, and that was it. But this is some big park, and they got all this stuff going on, and it's just amazing. But I remember walking back to the car. We got in the car, and then we were leaving to get out of there to head out on our way. And we were going through town, and the town itself had all these shops and things to do, and you could like walk the bridge over to Canada. There was just so much. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. So I know me and Mrs. Tipsy plan on going back by ourselves. We'll probably go there again. We'll probably do some shopping in town. By then, we want to have our passports because we don't have those yet. And then we just want to go over to the Canada side, maybe stay in the hotel that overlooks the falls from the Canada side. Get some pictures there. But I know that's one thing that we've been talking about. But so, unfortunately, we didn't know. We didn't look into it. We didn't plan that out.
But it was still a great time. It was still a good day.
Yes, it was.
Great pictures were taken and lots of memories were made.
I really honestly don't have any regrets for that. I mean, I wish I would have known more so I could have done more, but I don't have any regrets about that. So then we pack it up. And we head on out.
To Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh, Fort Wayne.
Well, Fort Wayne wasn't too bad. Fort Wayne, we got to the hotel. We checked in. It was a decent hotel. Checked in. We went to Walmart. We grabbed some microwave foods. Because I think we were just tired from the day because it was getting to be later in the evening. So we were just like, you know what, let's just go grab some Hot Pockets, pop them in the microwave.
I think we got a lot of snacks along the way. So people weren't too hungry, but they were hungry enough. And they knew that there was a storm coming. We all knew that there was a storm coming.
You could tell.
But we were just kind of like, well, we're going to run to Walmart. Sis had broke her phone. So we needed to go there to get her phone anyway. We're like, look, we're going to go to Walmart. Do you guys want anything? And they're like, just grab me like little crap. Just like little things. So we grab our phone, we grab the snacks, we come back, we throw it in the microwave, we get everybody fed.
Thank God.
Because
and then,
guess what?
Power goes out.
Storm came.
Now
they were calling for what? Tornadoes? In and around that area. Because I got a call from Schmear's mom saying, where are you? You do know that there's tornadoes in that area. And
I'm pretty sure at that point she was following him on Life 360.
Oh, I was sure she was.
So she knew, like, this is where he's at.
I was like, what are you talking about? I'm outside. There ain't nothing going on here. I mean, we might get some rain. Sure enough, power goes out, trees fall on cars.
The power went out, trees were down. The power was out for 5 hours it was all throughout the night. And this hotel didn't have backup generators.
Nothing.
What hotel doesn't have backup generators nowadays? And it was so hot.
It was hot.
It got so hot in there.
Right. You could. I don't even know. Could we open the window?
Couldn't open the windows.
Couldn't even open the window at the hotel. Somehow, Mr. Tipsy fell asleep, and then I got yelled at by everybody in the room because I was snoring.
Yeah.
So loud that they couldn't enjoy their time. And then, like, I had slept for maybe like an hour or two, and I got up and I'm like, oh man, the power's not back on. So we really did contemplate on leaving.
Yeah, we were thinking about like getting up and leaving.
Right.
And as soon as we all thought about it, and were all like, all right, well, let's get up, let's blah, blah, blah. Power came back on, and we were like, oh, thank God.
So we ended up sleeping in. I think did we have breakfast there?
I think so,
we
yeah.
might have had some breakfast there, and then we hit the road.
Yeah.
That was, honestly, it was unexpected. I don't check the weather. You know, I was just like going with the flow, and then that happened. So
yeah, I mean, I'll check the weather for like places that we're gonna do like outdoor activities, but we didn't have anything planned for Indiana.
No.
So it really didn't matter to me if it rained there that day or not.
Right. It was just a passerby state.
Yeah. And
so we pack up. Fairly early. I would say 6, 7 o'clock.
It was probably 8-ish.
Pack up, leave. Yeah. We get out of there.
Yep. And then we headed to Forest City, Iowa.
Oh boy.
That one was a questionable one.
So we get to Forest City.
Which is in the middle of nowhere.
It is in the middle of all the cornfields. And all you have is a hotel and a gas station. Literally is what you have there.
That's it.
So we get there, and we're like, hey, we're here to check in. And the guy behind the counter was like, okay, yep, I got your room ready. It's this room here. And why don't you bring your wash down? We'll do your wash for you. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. We get in the car, and there's a bunch of, I'm pretty sure they were illegals. We get in, there are like 7 of them sitting in the back of a Chevy pickup truck, a 1986 Chevy pickup truck. It wasn't a brand new one.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh my God. Now they were cool. They didn't bother us or anything. But still, you see that, and you got the stereotype going on, and you're like, what the hell's going on here? Then we go in and check in, and they're like, hey, bring your wash down. We'll wash. No, you're not sniffing nobody's fucking underwear, dude. You're not doing it. We're going to keep to ourselves. We're going to go upstairs, and we're going to get in our room. So then we were hungry.
Yeah.
However, the only problem was, the only thing that was left, besides the hotel, was the gas station. So we're like, well, let's fucking walk over to the gas station and see if they have anything to eat. They had what? Grotto's Pizza.
Godfather's
Pizza.
Godfather's Pizza.
So we go over there, and I'll be honest with you, the kids loved it. They were like, oh my God. And I don't know if it's because they were starving or what.
I don't know.
Like,
It was a meat lover's pizza.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that for a gas station pizza. Honestly wasn't that bad. We got some popsicles.
Yep.
We got drinks and snacks and shit.
Bottle of liquor.
That makes everything better. Trust me, Mr. Tipsy tell you, bottle of liquor makes everything better. So we go back to the room. We hang out for the rest of the night. That's where Schmuds.
Oh my jeez.
Yeah. So we're up there, and
but you have to tell them. So
go ahead, Miss Tipsy.
Before we went on this journey, for Christmas, right before we left, we got all the kids these special Christmas boxes, and we put in notepads and pens and like stuff that they could use along the road, like during the road trip. And we wanted them to keep a journal of their day. So every day,
in their own words, how they felt about our trip.
Everybody, had to write in their journal about what we did that day, what they thought, how they felt, like if they liked it or if they didn't. So throughout this trip, we're all writing in journals. Like we get to the hotel, we write in a journal at night.
Right.
Like everybody takes their time doing their journal entry.
Yes.
So that's where Schmuds comes into play with this particular journal entry.
So we're like, all right, everybody. Is everybody ready for bed? Yeah, we're pretty tired. Okay. Did everybody get your journals out? Did everybody write in your journals? Everybody's like, yeah. Schmuds says, I know one person who did write in their journal. He grabs a hold of the backs of his knees, puts his legs in the air, and rips ass. He's like, that one didn't write in their journal. Now, at the time, I had to giggle about it because it was pretty funny, you know. But that was funny. I like that.
Schmuds is always bringing the laughs.
Yeah. So then, after we got the hell out of there, man, and trust me, we could not leave fast enough.
And we didn't eat breakfast there.
No, we didn't. Did they? Oh, they did have breakfast.
We did have breakfast at our bonus state.
That's right. So we left. So they had breakfast. They offered us breakfast there. However, we were like, nope, we're leaving. We're getting the hell out of here.
We couldn't get out of there fast enough.
So we leave. And I'm like, hey, there's a McDonald's that's not far away.
It was like 15 minutes away.
15 minutes away. But that put us
in Blue Earth, Minnesota.
It put us in Minnesota. And we're like, holy shit. We're in Minnesota. Like, what the hell? And you're like, well, there's another
that's
state
a state
we can cross off our list.
An unexpected state.
Yeah. Like, so we went in, we had breakfast. Mm-hmm. It was a nice breakfast. Obviously, I get, in case you didn't know, my favorite thing at McDonald's is a sausage and cheese biscuit, no egg, a hash brown, and a large glass of orange juice. That's what I eat. That's what I love. That's what I have every single time I go to McDonald's without fail for breakfast.
Yeah.
So then we go and have our breakfast, and then we're back on our road.
Yep.
Where we head off to next?
We are heading to the Badlands and Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. Mm-hmm. Which
that was great.
Was so phenomenal. I was so excited.
Yes.
The Badlands was our first stop.
Yep.
We were there first. And then we did some hiking, took some photos.
We heard prairie pups. So as you drive into the Badlands, on your right-hand side, there is a prairie dog farm.
Yeah.
And you hear these little pups screaming out your name.
Well, you can get out and like feed them and play with them. Well, I don't think they're telling you to take
That's what they're telling me. So they're screaming. They're like, oh, come and take me. But yes, it's a prairie dog farm that you can pay to go in, and you can play with all the prairie dogs.
Yeah.
You can pet them. But I heard them screaming my name, and they told me to take one of them.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to take one of them, and Mrs. Tipsy told me I wasn't allowed to.
Yeah.
So we just kept right on going. We got over to the Badlands, and it was so windy.
Yeah.
I know Bird lost his hat there.
Yeah.
And I know I lost my hat somewhere. It might have been there, too, as we were leaving.
Yeah, we had stopped somewhere else to take photos at another location.
Right.
Yeah.
And I lost my hat. But the Badlands are amazing. Like,
I know,
you can get out.
And he ate ass climbing up this mountain.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, he was off doing his own thing. So he ripped his shin up.
Yeah.
Blood all over the damn place. Didn't care. He was like, I don't care. It'll go away.
Yep.
But it's like miles and miles as far as the eye can see of just rough rock and desert and just
cactuses.
Yes. It's amazing. Now, the only thing that I did not like was when you first get there, there's a big ass sign that says, beware rattlesnakes. And I'm like, oh my God. Because I'm sure there's tons of them in there.
I bet.
But I think that is so heavily touristy that they make their way kind of like out further where you don't go. But it was great.
Yeah.
So Bird he was the first one to lose his hat. We were taking pictures. He was the one who lost his hat.
Yep.
And then we go into the gift shop. We get some things there.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, so let's take a picture. So we take a picture, and then boop, there goes my hat. And I kind of chalked it up to being a lost cause, but I think Bird or Schmuds went down and got it.
Yeah.
But the Badlands were amazing.
They were beautiful.
They were. It was off to
Mount Rushmore.
Which is another amazing thing to see.
And it was so beautiful, and we were there at like right before sunset, so the sky was just gorgeous. And I mean, yes, there was people there, but I mean, it
wasn't
really wasn't.
overcrowded.
Yeah, it wasn't like a fight for like room to see
Right.
anything, and it was just so gorgeous. And like the boys are out taking pictures and looking at stuff, and me and sis are taking selfies, and it was
great.
It was so beautiful, and I'm so glad that we got to see it. However, had we done more research
Yes.
on Mount Rushmore
Yep.
and realized that there is a freaking tunnel
Yep.
that you can
There's a hidden trail.
tour,
Yep.
like, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure that wasn't the last that we will see of South Dakota.
Right.
So we can definitely
I thought the
back.
same thing about that Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore. Driving there, you actually, as we're driving there, you come up to a certain point in a mountain where you're on the road getting to it, and it's right there. Like, you're not even at the monument yet. You're just on a road to get there, and you see it, and it's like, oh, that is so amazing.
Yeah.
So amazing. So that's the first thing I remember. And then, yes, like you said, when we got there, there was a lot of cars there, but when we got actually into the monument itself, there really wasn't.
Yeah,
it
wasn't
wasn't
really that
overcrowded.
bad.
There wasn't like people there. So yeah, that was a great time. I definitely liked Mount Rushmore. I definitely think it's something for somebody to see, for everybody to see at least once in their life.
And the hotel that we stayed in
Oh,
was
great.
awesome.
Very nice.
Everything about this hotel was freaking perfect,
Yep.
except the breakfast.
Right. I mean, but there were so many people at the hotel. Breakfast
Yeah.
was like, it's like they couldn't keep up,
Right.
is what it was like.
So there was like one sausage link and
Yeah.
like oatmeal.
Yeah, we ended up leaving. We ended up leaving and going right down. So the hotel itself was great. I mean, you walk in, there was bunk beds on your right. There's a pull-out couch on your left. There's bedrooms. The hotel was amazing.
Yeah, it was huge.
The staff was friendly as can
They
be.
were
Like,
so nice.
They were. There's on-site laundry. Like, they had it all.
Yeah.
And we were only, 10 minutes away from the monument. We weren't far at all.
Yeah, not even. Like,
So,
not even.
no. So then we go down for breakfast the next morning. Oh, there's a pool there. The kids went swimming that night. And then it was just a great time.
Yeah.
So we go down in the morning to grab some breakfast before we leave, and it's, packed.
Yeah.
Like, everybody was in there, and we're like, oh, let's look for somewhere else. So we ended up going right down the road to a breakfast place down there. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But I will let you know, it is a very diverse place to eat. I'll call it that. There are signs on the front of the door that said, like, if you don't like this, don't even bother coming in. It was very.
Oh, wasn't it something about like the flag or the national anthem or something?
It was very
My kind of place.
Yeah. So they were like, if you don't like this, you're not welcome in here. Get the hell out.
Yeah, they were very America.
They're very American. But
And
we
the-
ate there.
it was-
It was something, a piggy or
I
something.
don't know, but it was such a cute town. Like,
Yeah.
the town that we stayed in like at Mount Rushmore was such a cute little town. Like, there was so much stuff within walking distance from our hotel.
A little bit. And now that's what I figured out, because once we came back and did more research, there's like 2 or 3 little shops and there's nothing else. I thought that the whole strip was full of shops and things to do, and there's not. There's not.
Oh.
Yeah. So if they would expand some shops there and put some more things in, that would be great. But I think the way that it is the way that they like it, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it served its purpose for us very,
It did.
very well.
It was very,
And
very
no complaints.
nice. Not a complaint, not whatsoever. There was nothing there for me to complain about.
Yep.
So we had our breakfast, we pulled out, and we started heading to
Colorado.
beautiful, beautiful Colorado.
That was a bit of a day for us.
So Colorado, we were heading there anyway. But there was a reason why we wanted to go to Boulder.
Mm-hmm.
So we were heading to Boulder, Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
which was on the way to our cross-country trip anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why we wanted to go to Boulder, Colorado,
is because Guy Fieri told us to.
So here's what happened. So we were watching Diner, Bins, and Dives. So he was in Boulder, Colorado, and he went to a place called Zoe Mamas, Z-O-E, Zoe Mamas. And he goes in there, and is it like a Chinese cuisine, or is it like a Thai food?
It might have been more like a Vietnamese,
maybe. Like something like that. But the food looked amazing. And there was this one specific thing that I even showed the kids before we even left on this trip. I'm like, look at this. And they were looking at it and they're like, oh my God, it looks so good.
They were bao.
That sounds gross.
B-A-O.
Okay.
Bao. But it's like a dough roll.
It had meat
ball
in it.
That had like meat in
right
it,
in
like
it.
seasoned meat.
And you dip this ball into like the sauce.
Sauce.
And he was like, Guy Fieri was like, oh my God, this is amazing. It's the best ever. It's oh my God.
And I said, yeah, we need to eat there.
Yeah. I mean, because he also had some like noodles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the dish itself looked amazing.
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, we're heading to Colorado.
Yeah.
We're going to be in the area.
Yeah.
Why don't we stop at one of the places that he ate at, and we'll give it a shot for ourselves.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. So that's what we did. We didn't book a room in Boulder.
No.
Because we had other plans that we wanted to do.
Yes, our room was for Grand Junction,
Right.
Colorado.
Grand Junction. And we had stayed at Grand Junction once before, just me and you.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's go into Boulder. Let's go to Zoe Mama's. Let's have this wonderful, wonderful food that Guy Fieri told us about. And then we'll hit that. And we're also we're gonna see, what's the place that we didn't get to go to?
The Garden of the Gods.
The Garden of the Gods. So we wanted to, leave Boulder, go to the Garden of the Gods, and then hit Grand Junction and stay for the night. That was our plan. So we get to Grand Junction. First thing I noticed was it's Gay Pride Week. I ain't gonna say no more.
Boulder,
yeah.
Yeah.
Gay Pride Week. And when I say Gay Pride Week, let me tell you, Gay Pride was out all the way. That's all I'm gonna say. All the way. Whatever, let them do their thing. So we got there, we find Zoe Mama's. Now, when we find Zoe Mama's, we're like, this don't really look like the place that he ate at. It didn't look like, how they do their, their videos and stuff. And I'm like, this doesn't look like it. Oh, well, it's got to be because it says Zoe Mama's on it. So we go inside and we go up and we're looking at the menu. We're trying to find these damn delicious things that we knew what they were called, but we couldn't find them on the menu. So we're like, hey, we said to the guy behind the counter, hey, do you have this? And he's like, yeah, nah, we don't have that anymore.
It's not at that location.
Right. And I'm like, are you kidding me? He's like, nah, this is what we have. So we all settled for something because we all had our hearts set on trying these damn dough balls with meat in it.
Yeah.
So it honestly, it looked like, to me, they looked like flavored ground beef in a hush puppy is almost what it looked like to me.
But they're big. Like the balls are big.
Yeah, they look so good.
Yeah.
So we sit down in a booth, and the interior of this Zoe Mama's was not where Guy Fieri filmed at. It obviously wasn't. It wasn't the place. And I'm like, this is absolute bullshit. Like, we went out of our way to come here, and we're not getting anything that we saw on TV.
Yeah.
However, we ate anyway. We all got food, we ate, we left.
Yeah.
And our next step was supposed to be to go to the Garden of the Gods, but we looked at how far away Garden of the Gods was versus Grand Junction, where we needed to stay. There would have been no way that we would have made it to the Garden of the Gods and then got to our hotel room at any kind of a decent time at night.
Right.
So unfortunately, we had to skip Garden of the Gods. We have never seen it yet. So that means we have to see it at some point in our life.
Yep.
But we had to skip that and go right to Grand Junction.
Yeah.
So we go to Grand Junction.
Get to the hotel.
Yep.
We check in.
Mm-hmm.
We go to bed.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a long drive that day.
Yeah, we were in the car for a while that day.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got up the next morning. I don't think that we ate there.
I don't believe so, because I don't remember.
I want to say that we ate at a Denny's, like 3 doors down from the hotel.
No, that's possible.
Because I want to say there was something to do with crepes.
Mm.
Bird wanted crepes.
Yes, he did.
And we went to Denny's, and I was like, oh, they have crepes. So
Yep.
I got crepes, and he tried them, and they were okay.
Yep.
And then, so we finished eating, and then we left, and we headed to Arizona?
Arizona.
Because we were on a mission for the Four Corners Monument.
Yes, Four Corners.
Which is Utah.
Yep.
Utah, Arizona.
Yep. Utah.
No.
Colorado, Arizona.
Utah and I don't even freaking remember.
Wow. So the four. I don't know.
I just know it's the Four Corners.
Yeah.
And you stand in 4 states.
Right. I mean, we definitely have our picture taken there.
Yeah.
And honestly, the tourists were great, because there wasn't
like a photographer.
Right. There wasn't even something that somebody could stand and take a picture. So it was almost like you had to ask
the person
somebody else
behind you.
And they were all like, hey, I can take a picture. Hey, I can take a picture.
Yep.
So
as
really we were going through the line, the person behind them were like, give me your phone. I'll take a picture of you guys. Mm-hmm. And they did good. Yeah. I mean, that was really nice.
It was good.
So with that being said, I am actually going to stop this podcast right now because I don't like to run my podcast any longer than 60 minutes, and I am a little over 60 minutes. So I guess that means that you're going to have to tune in to the next Mr. Tipsy to either get the rest of our story or there might be another one. Maybe this is going to be a 3-parter. But if you're interested and you think it's awesome and you want to hear more and you want to hear where else we went, what more we did, then by all means, I would like you guys to tune in. Remember, we were at the Four Corners when we left off, and we'll let you know. I'm sure we're going to figure it out by then. We'll let you know exactly what 4 states that we were standing in. So with that being said, me and Mrs. Tipsy is going to sign off for the night. But I want to leave you with this. Traveling with family is one of the best experiences that you can have. Cherish every moment. Hold on to every memory because it will make your heart smile when you're having a hard time with life. Until next time, everybody, I am Mr. Tipsy. That is Mrs. Tipsy.
That's me.
And we are signing off. Everybody have a great night.